Okay. How do I copy the link for this? Cool, 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 cool. Hang on, let me just tweet this real quick. I'm like a bit late. Whoops. Must be uploaded to YouTube after. Maybe. I mean, no, could not. Hi, Livy. How's it going? I just saw your name and just immediately was like, ah! Hi. How's it going? Hang on, let me tweet this. Hello, I'm live. Come hang out. Paste. Tweet. I'm down. Good tweet. Good tweet. Solid tweet. 10 out of 10. Well done. How's it going, guys? What is up? I haven't done this in a while. It's going good, lovely. How are you? It's good. I'm so tired. I mean, actually, am I? I don't know. I think I'm just like a little bit. I don't feel tired, but I'm aware that I am, like on a deeper level. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not like sleepy, but I can tell that I'm sleep deprived. Cause like, but okay, here's my timeline of events. Here's how things have gone. I was in America. I was at Disneyland. I got up at 6:30 in the morning to go to Disneyland. I was there all day. We got back to my friend's house at midnight. Went to sleep at 2 a.m. So like that's a long day. Got up at 8 a.m. So that's six hours of sleep. That took too long to work out the difference between 2 and 8. Oh my god, 8 a.m. for a flight. My flight was at midday. It was 10 hours long. I slept for 1 of those hours. And then when I got back, it was 6:30 in the morning. So bearing in mind that I've slept 1 hour of the last night, 1 hour. Yep, got back at 6:30 in the morning, didn't sleep all day, went and hung out with a friend, and then went to a party. Stayed at a friend's house after the party, didn't sleep until 5 a.m. Got up at 10 a.m. and then I came home. I got back at 3, went to sleep immediately, didn't wake up until 1:30 in the morning. And then stayed awake for a whole 24 hours by accident. I just wasn't tired. Like I think I was tired. I just did like I could not sleep. So yeah. And then today I woke up at 2 p.m. So I've like caught up on a lot of sleep, but I just feel very like dazed and like a bit out of it because everything's just like happening at the wrong time. So you look pretty not jet lagged. I did before I came on here put on eyebrows and mascara because I was like, I look have a wee nap. I mean, I'll go to bed after this probably because it's 9 p.m. already. So yeah. I should not be watching this. I need to revise. Is it your exams now? I know A levels are happening right now. I do not envy you. My lips look really dead. I'm gonna like put something on them. Or am I? What if I can't find anything? I feel like I've like just forgotten where things are supposed to go in my room. Oh, my family's back. That's nice. Will this do? No. Wow. Will this be uploaded after? Probably not, just because like I feel like they kind of clutter up my channel, and that it's not like I'm saying anything important. Like this isn't like an exciting, like I'm not announcing anything. I don't know. I just feel like this doesn't need to be up, so I'm probably not gonna do that. This will be better. Hang on. I just want to not look like a dead person. Why do you come on when I need sleep? Oh well, I'll be super deprived with you. You don't have to do like I'm really not saying anything like exciting or groundbreaking. You can sleep. Look at these bruises here that make like a sad face. That's big mood. Zana, I thought I saw you today on the metro and I started to get up and say hi, but then I remembered that I live in Brazil. Amazing. Come to Brazil. Your room looks so cozy. Hey, thank you. I make a big effort to make it nice in here because it wasn't when it first started being my room. Had to put a big effort in. So party tattoos. Yeah, exactly. Look at I keep forgetting that I have this and looking down and being like, oh my god. Will there be a May vlog? No pressure. Yes, of course, because I went to America and it was a good time. So yeah, I filmed a load of that, and I was editing it like as I went. So it's like almost done, kind of. But I think I'm gonna like give myself a bit more time to do this one because I want it to be like cool and good. And there are a couple of little bits that I want to film to make it like just better. Yeah, yeah. There's another video I want to do before that though. So yes, is there going to be a video with Tessa? Yes, but for her channel, not for mine. We only filmed one, but I'm editing it, so it kind of counts as a group effort. Random question, but would you ever dye your hair another color? I tried to dye it like pastel pink, but like dye just doesn't like stick to my hair because apparently it's too healthy, which is an interesting problem to have. But do you plan to go to Asia, maybe Indonesia? I don't have any solid plans to go to Indonesia. And also my gap year is about to end and I'm going to be a broke student. So probably not anytime soon, but maybe eventually. Have you considered releasing any more covers lately? No pressure, just love your voice and you lots. I mean, yeah, I've been doing covers on my second channel a little bit more. I feel like I've done a few recently. Hang on, let me check. Let me have a look. I feel very like, it was weird being away and like, I'd only met, like the only person that I stayed with that I'd met before was Tessa. Like everyone else was a stranger. So I felt very, very like removed from my life. So it's weird coming back and being like, oh my God, like I forgot that I live this way. Yeah, I've done a few covers recently. But you know, I'll try and do more if that would make you happy. I'm sorry, but I really want to hug you. And I saw you at Dodie's gig and started crying. You cried? Hello? Oh my God. I mean, don't do that. Are you going to Sitsi? Because, hi. We need more cooking videos with you. You really don't. I just can't cook. But, oh, actually, when I was in America, I was joking with my friend's mum about how I hated, like measuring cups as a way of like it just makes cooking so much harder in the UK because we don't have measuring cups. I don't know how much a cup is. So she bought me a set of measuring cups and it was so nice of her. So I could, you know, make the most of that. Yeah. With this short hair, you look so cute. Thank you. I need to cut it because it's like really jaggedy and it's like getting a little bit too long. I want to keep it at like shoulder length. I think that's the length I've landed on as a good length for me. Favorite flavor of tea? I honestly am a big fan of just a regular breakfast tea, a black tea, you know, with Sam. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have any concrete plans. I do want to do more collabs before I move away, though. That sounds really gross. Just because, like, no, never mind. I'm not going to get into it. What's your Enneagram number? I'm a 4. I'm not proud to be a 4. My friends, Tessa keeps telling me that she thinks I'm a 1, but like, no, I'm not. At least I don't think I am. But I think 4's moved to 1 in health, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well at the moment. So like maybe that's why that is. But anyway, what's your usual order at Starbucks? I guess it depends on it used to be a mocha frappuccino, but now I get like the peach green tea lemonade, I think, because it's nice. How is your depression lately? That's a big question. I don't know. I've been away, so I haven't really like I've been fine. It's been having a good time in life. It's a very, very personal question. I have to tell you, I loved your in Switzerland video. Hey, me too. Bless that boy. He spends so long on his videos. Have you done your A-levels? And if you did, how did you do and what did you take? I have. I did them last year. I got it's actually a fun story that I feel like most of you will already have heard, but like I had a terrible time at sixth form. Like I did so awfully. Like not I didn't do awfully, but like at school, like it was a horrible time and I was like low-key, not really bullied, but like just made to feel incredibly unwelcome. So I just like stopped going pretty much, but I like did the work at home and I ended up with my predicted grades were A, B, C, and I got 2 A's and a B. So maybe the best thing I've ever done. I did film studies, English lit, and psychology. So it was a good time. I'm stealing your ugly shirt, Brandon. You better watch out. I think I've moved past it, so you can have it. Like, not that I think it's bad, but I just sort of I feel like I wore ugly shirts because I like didn't want to take myself seriously, but I wanted to dress in an interesting way. So I went for like ugly clothes in like an ironic way. It's kind of like the clothing equivalent of making an ugly face in a photo so that people can't like judge you for what you look like. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Uh oh boy. Um I'm like struggling to pick a comment, sorry. um 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 Am I gonna regret cutting my hair short? Do you have pros and cons of it? My hair has always been long. I don't think that you're gonna regret it. I don't think many people do. Like I look back at my hair being like this short and I think it looks so bad. Like it looks awful, but I'm still glad that it happened because I think I like learned to be okay with it and like learned to like feel good with it and it was a good like push to try something different and like I don't know, makes you less afraid of change to like change something really big and not like it because your life just kind of goes on anyway and it's not a terrible time. So like, I don't know. I don't think you'll regret it even if you hate it. So yeah. Um that zebra in the background always cheers me up. I keep getting comments about this zebra. I'm considering getting rid of it. Um 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 Deep question, chocolate or vanilla? I think it depends. Honestly, I like vanilla, and it's actually like I don't know, I feel like it gets a bad rap. How did you learn to play guitar? I taught myself. I just kind of like played like I would just pick a song that I wanted to learn and then like learn whatever the chords were for that, and then I kept doing that until I knew most of the chords, if that makes sense. Um, yeah. So now I'm trying to learn more like difficult, like plucky things, rather than just like chords at the moment. So yeah. Can you upload more guitar tutorials, please? Oh my god, I'm not in a position to be giving guitar lessons. I don't know how to like. I'm not a very good guitarist. um, how did you learn to cut your own hair? Because honestly, I hate going to the hairdressers. Well, I would like when it was longer, I would just like tie it up like this in two halves and like just cut a straight line across, and then it usually came out fine. But now that it's like this short, I can't really do that because I can't see. I just can't. It's just too difficult. So I'm gonna have to go and pay for a haircut. Ugh. Is YouNow dying? Yeah, I would say so. I think YouNow is kind of an ugly platform. Were you always into music? Yes. I used to, when I was younger, go to Stagecoach, which was like a part-time, like once a week you would go and do an hour of singing, an hour of dancing, and an hour of acting. And I was like all into it. And like I used to play the saxophone. I started when I was 8 and I quit when I was 13. So I've been doing music for most of my life. I think I also had piano lessons when I was younger. But my teacher quit pretty quickly because I didn't practice. Whoops. Back from your travels, did you have fun? Yes, I did. I had a great time. It was really, really fun. It was nice to yeah, it was just nice to get away, and I feel like a little bit more like confident in myself, I guess, because I was like surrounded by people that I'd never met before for most of the holiday, and I did pretty well. And I like did all the traveling on my own, and it went fine. And like, yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. How did you meet people like Dodie and Tessa? Um, I met. I've t- I've told the story of how I met Dodie a lot of times. So like, she needed help with some merch stuff in 20 like I want to say late 2014, so I helped her out with that, and then she followed me and started watching my videos. And then I met Tessa because when I collabed with Dodie, Tessa saw it and liked my videos, so yeah. What do you like in salad? I'm making one right now. Honestly, salad is just a dressing for a vessel for dressing. Huh. Good words. A vessel for dressing. So French dressing, that's what I like in a salad, but also just like, you know, lettuce, cucumbers are nice. I don't know, bell peppers, good stuff. Are you ever going to release merch again? That's actually a good question because I was emailed by an apparel company the other day and I like really wanted to take them up on it, but I don't have designs. So it's a good solid obstacle to me releasing merch. I want to, but I don't have a design. So, is there anything that like you all associate with me that I could put on like a shirt? Because I've had a couple of ideas for designs, but they're not really like to do with me particularly. They're just sort of like t-shirts I think would be cool. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Stars. You associate stars with me? That's interesting. Um, your monthly artsy vlogs. I wish I could like think of like a way to put my vlogs on a shirt, but I don't know. Yeah. Do you want to go to uni? I am going to uni in September. Fun fact. When will you be 20? In December. Um, I associate calmness with you, tranquility, and your editing style. That's nice. Still don't know how to put that on a shirt. We'll see, I guess, on a shirt. I do feel like I say that a lot. I was also going to have one that was. I was thinking of having one that was like, but it's probably fine because I say that a lot, but I don't think I say it online. I just say it in person a lot. I'll like say something really like sad about my life and then be like, but, you know, it's fine. Then everyone's like, hello. Um, Custom designed washi tape. Ooh, that would be cool. But I don't know where I would get that done. Ah, that would be cool. I love washi tape. Dang it. Um, how do you Nice. Which uni are you going to? I'm not gonna answer that question. I get asked it a lot, and I'm not gonna say because privacy and all that. I don't want you to know like where I'm living and everything. Although actually, I found out the other day that I didn't get a room in halls at my uni, which is very stressful. So I'm going there on Friday to look at houses. Great. It's just annoying because like everyone in my year will be living together, bar like a few people. And I'm gonna be one of those few people, and I'm gonna have to make much more of an effort to make friends. There is a dead spider on my bed. This is what happens when you go away for a few weeks. Um, the zebra could be on a shirt. Hmm. I don't want to be associated with the zebra. I might get rid of it. So, hi John, how's it going? Um, that could be like fresh meat though. Are we are we looking at fresh meat and thinking that that looks like a fun experience? Because I'm not. Like it's a funny show, but do I want it? No. I know where you live, JK, but I know your sister is named Madeline. Interesting. I mean, I've mentioned that publicly, so unless this is a person who knows her, I don't know. Anyway, do you have any friends you can live with? Nope. I know someone who goes there and she offered me um a room in her house a while ago, but I was like, I want to apply for halls and by the time like what's it called? Yeah, by the time I find out whether I've got that, it'll be like an annoying time for you to be just getting a roommate. So like she just yeah, she found someone else. Um Halls are pretty rough though, no privacy at all. Yeah, but also like a house share with complete strangers is probably not the best either. Plus, like halls are part of like the uni experience, and I would have been able to just like roll out of bed and be in class. Like, I don't know, it would have been good. And like everyone lives together and it's very communal and I feel like I'm gonna be left out of something. But ugh, yeah. What extracurriculars do you plan on doing at uni? That's a good question. I looked at the societies and like there's a horror movie society which I'm interested in because I love horror movies. Uh, I want to do a sport, but I'm worried just because like I want to like get healthier and fitter and stuff because I feel like my body's just dying. Um, but I'm worried that all the people who will join a sports society will be like sporty, fit people, and I'm not. I'm just kind of going to like keep like get fitter. I'm bad at sports, so don't know. Can I ask what you're studying in uni? Yes, you can. I'm studying film production. There you go. Um, um, can you not get halls in second year? Nope, not at my uni. You have to be in first year. It'll be fine. See, yeah, but it will be fine. It will. It will be fine. Um, Beefy Xana. What's beef? What? Try badminton. It's got a fast learning curve. I do like badminton. I don't think they have a badminton society at my thing, but I would. I'm going to be studying film production too. Wow, cool. Which uni are you going to? I'm not going to tell you if it's the one I'm going to, but I'll know. We'll see. What are halls? I'm American. Are they group dorms or they're dorms, but like you don't have to have in the UK having a roommate at uni is like not common really. Like you have your own room, but you live with everyone else. Um do you ever feel like you're sharing too much online? I do when I do live streams. I feel like I say too much in live streams, but in videos, no, I think it's fine. Um, what would happen if someone recognizes you and happens to be in your class though? I am worried about that because I had someone like when I went to the interview, someone tweeted me being like, "Oh my god, did I just see you at insert uni here?" And I was like, "No, it wasn't me." Like, so, yeah, I am worried about that, but like I'm sure it'll be fine. Like they'll simmer down. Like not that they'd be like about it, but honestly, as long as they're chill about it, then it's fine. I'll just have to rely on them being nice. Do you ever get fed up of answering the same question over and over again? A little bit sometimes, but like it's fine. I can always choose to not reply. Will you still have time to make YouTube videos at uni? I think I'll probably have time, but I still might not. I mean, I don't have concrete like plans for what I'm doing when I get to uni, but I do think I'm gonna probably stop doing like sit down and chat type of videos just because there's a lot of stigma around being a YouTuber still, and I don't want my channel to end up being an obstacle to me having a legitimate, respectable career in film. So I want to keep making things, just not like sit down and chat type of things. I'm probably going to try and make them like a bit longer and like a bit more like deliberate and thought through and like challenging and just bigger, better, more fun and like yeah, I don't know. How did you save up to get your setup? I am very lucky in that my dad is kind of like a sort of filmy person, but like not really. So he has a lot of equipment that he doesn't use. So I just borrow from him. Lol. But I like your opinions. Well, I mean, I can still express opinions and stuff, just like in a different format. I think that's what I'm trying to like. That's what I'm trying to do. I want it to be like I still want to make things, and I still want to like do what I'm doing, just in a format that's not gonna make me seem like a personality rather than a filmmaker, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to be known as like, oh yeah, that's Xana. She's like people know her for being Xana. Like I want to I wanna be a filmmaker, you know, and, like, I don't know. Um, please make an "It will be fine" t-shirt, it would be cool. Should I? Should I actually? Should I do a poll on Twitter? No. Can I do polls on here? I feel like there should be more features. You can do that in, Twitch, can't you? Sad. What software do you use for the vocal harmony? I use GarageBand because I have a Mac now, so I mean a laptop, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Um, yes, the t-shirt is great. Okay, so if I made a t-shirt that said it will be fine, is that too reach though? I don't want to seem like I'm claiming that as like this is like my catchphrase now. Like I say that all the time. I just think it would be a funny shirt because I do say it a lot, but it's more of an inside joke with myself than it is like with people who watch my videos. So you're very much allowed to tell me that that's a bad idea. Like I'm not gonna be upset with you. Be honest. Um, um, okay, you're all saying yes, so like maybe I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I don't know, but yeah, I got contacted by a company who because like part of the reason that I haven't done it is because it's really really like difficult for me because I like do it all on my own. Like I get them all printed and sent to my house and then I send them off to people individually. But this company will do that for me, which would be good. But then also they're like a bit expensive, which is really annoying because I don't want. Yeah, I feel like I can't. They're gonna be like $20, and I feel like I can't ask that much for a shirt that says "it will be fine" on it. Like that's a lot. Um, if you release it before A level results day, I'd buy it. Oh, it took me way too long to realize what you meant by that. Okay. Would you design it or look for a designer? I've designed all of my like I've done merch twice. The first time was a shirt, well, two shirts, and the second time was two pins, and I designed all four. So I probably would do it myself. Um, I like it that you think these things through and consider other people, but yeah, I'd buy it. Okay. Well, thank you, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be charging a ton for something like sort of basic. Um, how did you get started on YouTube? Do you have any tips for people who want to make videos on YouTube? Think really hard about why you want to do it, I guess. Because like, I don't know. Yeah, just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Because like obviously, like there are some people who do it just because they think they can get famous out of it, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I just feel like if your channel gets big, what is that gonna mean for you? And like, are you doing it because you actually enjoy it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I just kind of I'm thinking a lot about it, and I'm like, would it have been better for me long term if I didn't make a YouTube channel? Because like, I just did it for the sake of it. Like, I was like, this will be fun. Like, I've always been doing it. I'm gonna throw this spider out the window because that's really gross. I've always been doing it, and I never really thought twice about it. But now I'm like, um, I want a career eventually, and now I'm a YouTuber. That's not where I wanted this to go. So actually, it is where I wanted it to go at the time. I There was a time in my life where I was like really, really planning on being like a full time YouTuber. I was like dead set on it. Like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm gonna grow my channel. I'm never gonna have to work a day in my life. But no, that sounds bad to me now. I don't know. Um, I keep zoning out during A level lectures. Have you ever had this problem? And if so, do you know a solution? I didn't. You have lectures for A levels? I never had lectures. Mine were always just classes. So I can't give advice, but that is really bizarre. Um, Advice on asking for space when someone is bad for your mental health because I can't do it. I understand this. I guess just phrase it in like a like don't phrase it in like an accusatory way or in like a, "Hey, I hate you. You're a bad person. Get away from me." Just sort of like make it more about like it's my fault that I need space from you. Um, it depends what type of person it is though as well. But like I don't know. Yeah. I had someone like that and I like asked them for space and they just like didn't give it to me. So now I've just kind of like massively yeeted the fuck out and like made it very clear that I don't really want to know them. And that's been nice, not having to talk to them anymore. Good stuff. When is your last exam? I don't have exams. I've been out of school for a year, so um um would you say you treat your channel as your portfolio when it comes to filmmaking and career stuff? No, I don't. I don't really think of it as like a I don't think of it as a career thing. But now that I'm starting to think about my career, it's making me nervous that other people will see it as a career thing. Because like I don't know. Don't know. What do I do if all my friends are toxic? Um, get new ones. I don't know. I guess just try and stay objective about it and don't let yourself get sucked into it. Do your best to be understanding and like kind and just and don't use it as an excuse to be toxic yourself, even like as a retaliation. And find new communities. Do you well, did you know your gap year video trended? Yes, I did. It was like number 42 or something. It's not even that good of a video. um how do you stop falling for, in mostly platonic ways, people who are emotionally bad, unavailable or bad for me? I can't really help with this because I have the same problem. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one because even when people tell you, like, yeah, you shouldn't be speaking to this person, they're really not good for you. You're just sort of like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. Um, I guess figure out why it is that you're attracted to people like that. Therapy is probably what we both need, my guy. Um, um, Tips for learning how to edit videos. Just edit all the time. Just do it a lot. And like do things that you think you're not capable of doing. Like if you have an idea for a video that would probably be hard to edit, do it anyway. You don't have to like put it anywhere. Just do it. Yeah, that's my advice. Um, when you missed lots of school in your A levels, how did you motivate yourself to do the work at home? I've made a video about this, but and it's my most recent video. But basically, motivation is a load of bollocks. Like it's just not a thing. Like it kind of like it, um yeah, I don't know that question because if you wait until you're in the mood to do something, you're just not going to. And like I was really, really severely depressed, so feeling like motivated was not a one. So you just have to do it anyway, even if you're not in the mood. Like motivation um is irrelevant. So, hey, hi Eva, how's it going? Oh, cute. Um, would you rather have a dog or a cat? A cat. I'm a cat person. I'm a big old cat person. I love cats, angels. Do you feel anxious about doing a creative uni degree? I want to do costume and I feel so much pressure to be academic. Yeah, I've had one of my parents used to sort of say that I was like wasting myself on film and that like I should be doing like law or something. And I was like, but would it make me happy? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure of anything I do, so I'm just kind of winging it and I don't really have any advice. But I feel like film seems like the only thing that makes sense for me to do, in my opinion. So I'm just kind of holding on to that as an idea. Um, would you consider acting? I actually used to want to be an actor. Fun fact about me. For my whole teenage experience, from the age of like 12 to like 16, I wanted to be an actor. But then when I got to sixth form, I was taking theatre studies as one of my subjects, and I got like bullied out of the class, and I had to drop it. And then I was like, okay, guess I'll do film then. So, well, uh, can you sing? Do you mean can I physically sing, or will I sing right now? How do you forgive yourself if you've made a mistake? I guess it depends what type of mistake it is, but I guess, yeah. I mean, clarify, what type of mistake do you mean? Um, What do you think is the worst part of being on a gap year? I'm planning to do it, but I want to know pros and cons. I think the worst part is like um just having to find things to do all the time, and like being in complete control of what you're doing, like having to having to keep busy all the time is really stressful. So if you can find like a good group of people who are going to be around as much as you are, or like a job or something, um that's always good. But yeah, overall, I would definitely say that like I'm having a good time, and a gap year is a good thing. Mistake is in betrayed someone's trust slash been a bit of a dick. Well, I relate to this. I think all you can do is like apologize to the person and like ask them what they want from you, and just like respect that. Like, even if it's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore ever, you just have to kind of let that be, and just bear in mind that like it doesn't it doesn't make you a bad person. And even if what you did, like even if the mistake is like irredeemable, it doesn't mean that you are, and you can learn from it. And like, even if you don't implement what you've learned with this specific person, it's still like you can still use it in the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, just even yeah, I feel like I've gone into too much specifics there, but like just kind of just give the person what they need from you. Um, any TV show recommendations? Gilmore Girls, Scrubs, My Name Is Earl, Pushing Daisies, uh, lots of things. Um, tips for having a successful gap year, like actually doing stuff and not feeling lonely. You just have to constantly be making an effort. Like that's my big tip. Save up so that you can do cool stuff. Don't be afraid to ask people to hang out. Um, don't be afraid of new people. Do stuff even if you're a bit nervous about it. Just go for it is my advice. um, have you seen The Handmaid's Tale? No, but I studied it for A levels. So do I need to watch it? Um, any personal goals for the summer? No, not as of yet, but that's a good. I feel like I should, because it's my last couple of months of my gap year. So maybe I should like have some sort of goals happening. Um, I don't know. But also, then I don't want to reach the end of my gap year and be like, oh no, I didn't do these things that I wanted to do, because I'm just trying to have a good time. So I don't know. Ah, how do I get over stress over what's to come? I have a lot of subjects next year, and I'm a lot nervous. Um, I this is terrible advice, but like just don't think about it. Like I don't really if my philosophy is like, if I stop thinking about this, is it still a problem for me right now? Like, um, which is a mechanism I employed with a family member who's a really terrible, reckless driver, and it used to like make me really nervous to be in the car with them. But I realized that me sitting there really tensely and like worrying for my life wasn't going to save my life, so I just like relaxed. And it made it easier. So like I kind of just implemented that into the rest of my life. Like I don't really particularly get stressed for things in the future because I'm just sort of like, will worrying about it make it better? No. So we're gonna chill. Just kind of distract yourself, or do your best to prepare yourself, depending on which one you think is going to be best in the situation. What are things you do to fill your gap year? I need things to do and usually find myself sitting in bed all day wasting time. I mean, making videos has been like a good, yeah, it takes a good amount of time, so that's good. And it's sort of like, it's good to have something that you're working on or working towards because it's makes you feel a little bit more like purposeful and fulfilled, which is good when you have like no structure in your life. Mm, just hanging out with people, traveling if you can afford it. I've saved up a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on like your lifestyle and like, you know, um, which country would you like to visit? Mm, I'd like to see New Zealand, but I don't know if I can bear to go on a flight that long again because I really hate it. And also, like, I'm not really thinking about travel at the moment just because I'm like broke and I'm over it, you know? Because I just went to America and I flew there on my own, flew from my starting point to the next point on my own, flew to the next point, which was like I had a layover, so it was 2 different flights, and then flew again and then flew home. And I did all of those flights on my own, and I'm just sort of like tired. Real talk, where'd you get that green and red jacket? I'm in love. I got it from Zaful. Oh, hi.
Do you want some crumble with ice cream?
Oh yeah, thank you.
There you go.
This is my sister. It's called Maddie. I meant to say like she's called Maddie, but like the she's didn't come up.
You don't have ice cream. Yeah, no, more ice cream.
I mean, if I was getting it myself, I would have done more, but I'm not going to make you go back and get me more ice cream. It's fine. Thank you.
It's fine. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's all good. Someone said not. She's not called Noddy. It's Maddie. Bloody hell. How to meet new people while being an introvert. When you say being an introvert, do you mean being someone who gets their energy from being on their own or someone who is shy? I feel like a lot of people use that word wrong. If you could visit any time period, which one would you go to? I would go to like the 50 years after I die, just so that I like know what I'm missing. Your sister is gorgeous. Interesting. My sister once said to me, this is a very interesting thought. Actually, I wonder if she's okay with me saying this. It's probably fine. Maddie said to me once, it makes me really mistrustful of people when they tell me that they think I'm attractive because I know they're lying. I know I'm ugly and I'm happy being ugly. Like, I don't feel the need to be attractive. And I wish people would stop trying to tell me otherwise. I thought that was an interesting thought. Any thoughts on that, gang? Because I kind of agree. That's how I feel about my body. I'm just sort of like, I don't like my body, and I'm just trying to learn to be okay with like not liking my body rather than like learning to love it, because I feel like that's been healthier for me at the moment. You know? I'm an introvert, but I love being around people. I feel you. I used to think that was what I was, but I'm definitely an extrovert. Well, no, I think that being attractive is subjective. That's true, but there is definitely a set of characteristics that are widely considered to be attractive, and there is an image of like an attractive person that's like widely accepted. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like here's my thing. The body positive movement, um, like the insistence on the idea that everybody is beautiful has never comforted me ever, because I know objectively that there are a set of characteristics about people's bodies that like are widely considered unattractive, and it felt like I don't know. I don't want to have to like force myself to feel attractive. I want to just like be okay with the fact that some parts of me are not attractive, right? Like I don't know. I don't know. To each their own, but whatever helps you in it. Hey, hi Chris. How goes it? Oh, bless up. I get so annoyed when a picture is taken of me, and I know it's bad, but people are like, "Oh, you're so pretty," even though it's clearly a terrible picture. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. It just like some, when you like point out an insecurity about yourself to someone, and they're like, "No, don't be ridiculous. That's not true." It's like, but I can see it with like, it doesn't help to be confused about what I actually look like. Like, I just feel like I'd rather just acknowledge that it's there. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying not to mention specifics because I don't want to like give anyone an insecurity that they like weren't aware of before, because like that's happened to me a lot. I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, um, doesn't matter. It's fine. Mhm. I screen recorded 40 minutes of this. RIP my storage. Why? Oh my god. Um, that movement has confused attractiveness with inner beauty. Everybody is beauty. Everybody I ever met, but far from all the people I've met have been attractive. I feel like it's confused beauty with value. Like everybody is valuable and everybody has redeeming qualities and everybody like has something about them that is amazing and good, but not everyone is. It doesn't matter. Like it just doesn't matter if you're attractive or not. So like the insistence on like everyone is beautiful just feels pointless to me, because surely the problem is that we're putting pressure on everyone to be beautiful. We don't all have to be beautiful. That like we just don't. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't need to be beautiful. That doesn't have anything to do with what I want to do. I don't know. It just bugs me. But like at the same time, it's not for me to say like what is helpful to everyone. Like if the body posi movement and like the idea that everyone's beautiful is helpful to you and makes you feel good about yourself, then like who am I to deny you that? I just don't find it helpful personally. I also feel like I'm phrasing a lot of this really wrong, which is why I don't talk about it very much. I've made one video on body confidence and I've spent so long planning it because it's just so risky. Um, is there any point to reach out to people from your past to apologize or say you forgive them? I guess it depends how recent past and how involved you are in each other's lives. Like if you're still friends with people they know, then maybe. Like if they're still sort of in your peripheral vision, maybe. But if they're completely removed from your life now, then it might just be a bit like bringing up something painful again for no reason. But it really depends on the situation. That's a difficult question. Am I the only one who now loves the term body posi? You're welcome. Mm, I feel like the body posi movement is very much saying that you should like things about yourself because people normally don't. It makes me realize that I'm definitely not conventionally attractive. Is my brain melting? I feel like I'm just like, hang on. I feel like the body posi movement is very much saying that you should like. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like the insistence on like you should love your body is like, do I have to though? Like Do I have to love my body? Can't I just learn to peacefully coexist with it? Like, so I just feel like where I am now and loving my body are just too far apart and it's not attainable. Like, there's something in the middle that I need to work out first, if that makes sense. We need to be way more okay with or way more comfortable with the idea of ugliness. When someone says they look like trash because they have no makeup on, I'm like, question mark, question mark, question mark. Why is non-perfection equating to trash in your mind? Why can't natural mediocreness be more accepted and embraced in itself? Yeah, I just feel like it's fine to be unattractive. Like, there are a lot of things about myself that I don't think are attractive. And I spent so long, like, I don't know, I just feel like the whole "you should love yourself" thing never worked for me. I just wanna be okay with, like, not liking myself that much because I don't need to, do you know what I mean? Um, it makes us feel bad for not loving our bodies. Yeah, like, 'cause it made me feel like I don't know, because like, it's been drilled into us all that there are things about people's bodies that are ugly. Like, that's just that's been conditioned into us. So, like, the whole body posi movement, every time I made, like, a quiet like, every time I had, like, a gut judgment about someone else, I was like, "Ugh, I'm evil," and, like, every time I judged myself, I was like, "I'm disgusting, I'm evil," like, I don't know. I don't know how to okay, I'm gonna change the subject because this is just, like, a lot. This is hard to talk about, especially publicly. So, um, um, I'm back from watching Love Island. What's happened? Is Love Island on every day? I hate this show so much. Yesterday, I was like having a couple of phone calls, like catching up with people because I got back from America, and I had two different people postpone phone calls with me for Love Island, and I was like, no. Um, the effort you put into feeling better and working on your life. Like, obviously, I don't know your life, but the things you talked about on here is so inspiring and super helpful. Thank you. I'm glad that it's helpful. I feel like I do sometimes put too much focus on it. I'm very hard on myself, but I am a lot like I've been watching videos from the start of my gap year, and I'm like, wow, who the fuck is that? So yeah. Mhm. Have you seen any interesting films lately? I saw Battle of the Sexes on a plane, and I really liked it. Emma Stone's amazing. Um, yeah, it's very like feministy, although I wasn't a huge fan of like the it annoys me when like I just feel like every representation of lesbians in films is like or like just women in a romantic context is like they're cheating on someone. And it's a bit annoying, but I also can't really poke holes in the plot because it's based on a true story. So I can't be like, I didn't like that they put that because it's like it's because it's true. So how's the ice cream? It's good. I'm having rhubarb crumble and ice cream. Mm, 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 mm. Have you seen Ladybird? If so, what was your opinion on it? I have seen Ladybird. Um, I really, really liked it a lot, but also thought it was very basic. Like, I don't know, like I feel like it was a film that felt like it should have been made a really long time ago because it was such a like it was so bog standard, but it was revolutionary because it was like bog standard in a way that people hadn't bothered to do yet. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like it was like a necessary like perspective that we haven't gotten yet, like particularly. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Should I watch Call Me by Your Name? Yeah, even if just to be able to like contribute to discussion on it. Mm, um, What's your opinion on the new LGBTQ plus letters? It became LGBTQAIPK plus. I have no idea. I've kind of all the discourse on like whether or not asexuals should be in the LGBT community stressed me out to a point where I stopped caring, and now I just don't engage in anything to do with the LGBT community because I'm just like I don't feel like this is for me. Like I'm when I say I don't think this is for me, I mean that in every sense. Like I don't think it's for me, and I don't think it's for me. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just yeah, I've reached a point where I'm like, I think I'm over this. um I swear I saw you in Tesco the other day. Where? Was I in a Tesco the other day? Maybe. Where? Hmm. Was I in a Tesco? When? I'm like trying to figure it out. Anything particularly cool you're listening to at the moment? Interesting question. Not really. Actually, does anyone listen to Hobo Johnson? Because I can't tell if I mean, I do like him, but I also feel like a lot of people don't, so I'm like nervous about saying that I do. In Ealing Broadway. I was in Ealing Broadway the other day. Wow. Interesting. Yep, you did see me in Tesco. That's funny. I think with the LGBTQ thing, the Q is an umbrella term, so peeps need to calm themselves. Yeah. I've just seen a lot of stuff, especially around Pride Month. People are like, if you don't experience same-sex attraction, then you're not part of the LGBT community. And it's like, I don't care. I just don't care enough to be engaged in it anymore. Like, but I also just I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand who it's hurting to let like asexuals and things like that identify with like that community and like be part of that community. Like, is it really taking anything away from you or your life to let this person feel comforted by this community? Like, I don't know. Apparently so. Yeah, I think they do sound different. It depends which area of London you come from, I guess. YouTube on camera because I hate it. The whole way the internet treats mental health and the constant negative mindset online has been pulling me down, and your vids are the opposite of that, and they're so great. Interesting. Clarify. What do you mean? Like, what is it about the way the internet treats mental health that you don't like? Because I agree, but I want to hear. We love a mukbang. No. Do you consider yourself talented? No. I'm going to read the rest of your comment before I know lots of people enjoy art and things, but I find it interesting the concept of perceiving yourself as a talented person. Yeah, no, I don't. No. I think I'm just lucky enough to have gotten into most of the things that I do quite young. So I'm like, to be honest, the amount of time I've been doing the things I've been doing, I should be better at them. So I don't think I'm talented at all. And people who, I don't know, I feel like it's not for you to say like I'm talented. You know, I don't know. Are you happy with your age? I feel like people put too much behind someone's age. I'm really happy with my age, actually. I'm like really enjoying being 19 because I feel like it's like I'm like young and I have my whole life ahead of me and I'm like having a good time and I get to be like a wild teenager and I'm allowed to make mistakes. But it sounds slightly more mature and respectable than 18. So it's like a good in between to be in. I feel like 20 might be a good year for me as well for the same reason. If you had to be a teacher, what subject would you teach? I mean, I don't think I know enough about anything to be a teacher of it, but I guess music would be fun. Like, I'd like to, like, teach someone an instrument, but I don't know. Um, are you comfortable with the idea of being idolized by those that watch you? No, absolutely not. Like, I guess it depends what you mean by idolized, but, like, in my head, I don't know, I'm uncomfortable with the idea of anyone being idolized because I just, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's, I don't know. Everyone's flawed, including me, obviously, and I'm sure that everyone knows that, but it makes me nervous the idea that, like, someone would find out something negative about me and be, like, sincerely disappointed because, like, everyone has negative traits, you know what I mean? I don't anyway. Um, have you been reading anything interesting lately? Yes, I've been reading. Let me get it out from under my laptop. Um, Talking to My Daughter About the Economy by Yanis something. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, which is really bad. Varoufakis, maybe. I don't know. He's the finance minister of Greece, and he has a daughter who asked why there was so much inequality. Um, so he wrote a book just sort of like describing the very basics of like what is the economy? How did it come to be? How has it come to become this like enormous force that determines our lives? And you know, it's like really, really accessible and easy to read and like in very simple language. I really like it a lot. It's good. I'm excited to finish it. I've only read like 2 chapters. I read like that much. So it's good. Would recommend. Did you finish Mistakes Were Made But Not Maybe by me? Kind of. I got to like the last chapter. So I'm gonna like try and finish that, but it started to feel like it was the same point being made over and over again, just in a different way and with a different example. So I got kind of like exhausted by it, but I will do that at some point. I watched through every video on your main channel a few days ago. That was a crazy day. I mean, was it a crazy day? My videos are not particularly crazy. Um, Clarified where I'm at. The constant suicide jokes, the we're depressed, this can't help, to any advice anyone gives, and just the general pessimism online. Yeah, I feel I'm in two minds about like jokes about depression because they do sort of make me feel a little bit more like I don't know, it's nice to lighten the mood because I took myself very seriously about it for a long time, and I feel like that was just, like, making me feel worse about it. Like, it's sometimes nice to just have a bit of, like, comic relief, but I do feel like now we've created this, like, atmosphere of, like, I don't know, I'm no mental health expert. Um, yeah, what's your favorite Hobo Johnson song? I really like Romeo and Juliet. Um I feel like I can't remember the others well enough to say. Sex and the City is good, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he's good though, I like him. Um, has there been anything that helped you cope with hard times, like media stuff that you would recommend? Nostalgic things are good usually, like Friends, Gilmore Girls, The Simpsons, stuff like that. Just like cheers me up and makes me feel like comforted and like homey. Hello, we've ditched you now then, lol. Yes, yes, I have. Sorry. Is that bad? Do we miss you now? Um, do you feel like people associate you a lot slash too much with Dodie? Um, I only really feel that way on live streams because like usually I don't really get asked about her that much, which is good. But then when I do these, everyone's like, "How do you know Dodie?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good." So I don't know. Mm, 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 mm. Um, it's easier to watch on here. Yeah, I feel like it works better on here. It's good. Hard times gonna make you wonder why you even try. Hard times gonna take you down, laughing you cry these lines. I still don't know how I even survive. Is this comment about Dodie a joke? I can't tell. Like the tone of it is not coming across in text format. I was subscribed to you before, Dodie. Hey, nice. Um, um, what did you do during A levels when you physically couldn't do work, when you felt shy because I'm struggling? Yeah, some days I just didn't do it, which like was bad, but I'm pretty good at like once I start doing something, I can just sit down and like do it for a long time. So I would like go a couple of days without revising and then end up like spending just an entire day flat out revising and taking almost no breaks, which I wouldn't recommend just because like that obviously doesn't work for most people, but I kind of was all right with it. But that's it, yeah, I don't know. Um, how much worse are A levels to GCSEs? Quite a bit worse, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. What do you like most about yourself? Hmm. Mm. I think I try really, really hard to like be understanding. Like it takes a lot for me. Like you would have to do something really, truly awful for me to like never want to speak to you again and like never forgive you. And I just feel like I'm good at like empathizing and like forgiving people. So I guess that's I didn't used to be that way either. It's like a cultivated thing. So I guess that's what I like most about myself because I feel like I like earned it. Like this is something I wanted to be part of my personality. So I like made an effort and now it like comes sort of naturally. So that's nice. I'm proud of that. That's one of the best things I've ever done is implementing that into my life. Um Really I was thinking A levels would be better because it's stuff that I want to do and it's less lessons to think about. Um Yeah, but the workload is very intense and the stakes are higher. Like if you do badly in your A levels, then you might not get into uni. So I feel like plus I had like a terrible time at sixth form. So like maybe this is just me because like I was like again, don't want to say bullied, but like people were not nice to me and I was very like unwelcome at sixth form. Um, so I don't know, maybe that was just me and my experience, but um they're also getting rid of AS levels the year before I go yeet. They got rid of some of them for my year. I forget which ones, but they got rid of some, which is annoying. Opinions on American Beauty. I haven't seen it in a long time, but like I thought it was just creepy. But I was young, so maybe I should just mm, watch it again. I don't know. Are you still affected by the bullying you endured? Yeah, I think I probably um yeah. Yeah. It's like I think I'm a lot better now than I was like a year ago. Like if I'd started uni without taking a gap year, it would have been like so bad. Like I would not have coped. But yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I think like for a long time I just really struggled with like I just really, really like hated myself and like thought that I was awful and that no one could like me and like I was looking for the negatives in every situation and like I don't know, like I just yeah, I just like hated myself, but I'm doing a little bit better now. So why were you bullied? Did you not comply with social norms? Um, um, I was, it's kind of it's a really long, like, confusing story that I can't really tell publicly. Like, I don't know, but like, it was kind of like, this sounds really like a cop out answer, but like, it wasn't my fault. Like, um, I had like, there was this big feud between these two groups, and I was always friends with both of them. One group didn't know that, and when they found out that I was friends with the other group, they were like not happy about it, and the group that were not happy about it were friends with everyone, and like it just ended up being like a, no one would speak to me, no one, like I would like go to school and everyone would like just sort of pretend I wasn't there, like I would just go to school and like not talk and then come home, and like I had a group of guys come to my house and like yell at me in the middle of the night once, which was nice. Well, they didn't yell at me, they just came and like made fun of me. Um, and like I would just like occasionally get really mean messages from like random people that I didn't know very well, and like I don't know, it was just like not good, and I was just sort of like on edge and uncomfortable and like didn't feel welcome there at all for 2 years. And then I had like one friend that I had classes with, and she moved schools without telling me. She just like didn't come in one day, and I was like, "Hey, where are you?" And she was like, "I moved, lol." So, yeah, I don't know. Um, I'm gonna. Mm, um, yeah. You look really shy, but since you have a live video on YouTube, I think you overcame shyness. So, any advice? Here's okay. I don't consider myself to be a shy person in any way, but I am quite quiet. But it's not because I'm shy. It's just because like I just don't. I don't feel the need to seem like I'm comfortable. I don't know how to explain what I mean by this, but like if I don't have anything that I'm like excited to say, then I'm just not going to say anything. Like I don't want to speak for the sake of speaking, and like I don't know. This person needs to fuck off. um, I'm not gonna. I need you to go away. Fucking report. Thank you. Um, go away. Um, don't block me. I'm gonna. It won't let. It's only letting me report you. So like, let's just hope that that works. I guess. Um, why isn't it letting me block this person? Is it? But I really like. I feel like if anything, his delivery is what I like about him. Ah, dang it! I'm not allowed to post. I'll just DM it to you, Chris. But um, yeah, I like Hobo Johnson's delivery. I just feel like he's got like an energy about him. Um, why won't it let me remove this person from the flipping chat? Ah, um, annoying. Oh well. Now the chat's gone away. Something's going horribly wrong. Um, who are some of your favorite small YouTubers? Sam Angle is good. Angle is spelt without an E on the end. It's a me Milio. Can't really call him a small YouTuber because he has more subscribers than me, but not that many more subscribers than me, so it's fine. And I'm a small YouTuber, so it's all good. Mm, Autumn Anderson. Anderson spelt with an E instead of an O at the end. Carolyn Brooke, my babe. Yeah. Unreport me. I don't know how to unreport you, but I'm annoyed that it's still letting you comment because you literally asked me how many men I've slept with, and that's inappropriate. And also redundant because 0. Go away. Do you like Orange is the New Black? Yes, I really like it. I'm excited for the new thingy. You can also block him. I can at least. It's not like it's not giving me the option. It's only giving me the option to report him. It's just gone. Oh well. Do you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yes. Um um no, I'm just getting distracted. Is there another monthly vlog coming out soon? Yes, there is, because I went away this month and yeah, I'm editing that at the moment. But I want to make another video before I do that because I've revamped my Patreon and I'm excited to like announce it. Do you like Peep Show? Yes. Favorite Gilmore Girls boyfriend? It's interesting rewatching it now because I'm more interested in Lorelai's boyfriends now than I was before. Like, do you know what I mean? Like before I was into like Rory's boyfriend. Although I've gotten to Jess now, and Jess is really. How old is Jess? I mean, realistically, the actor was probably like 20, so it's not creepy that I think he's attractive because he is attractive. But yeah, Jess. Listen, Bully the Anti-Billy, you need to stop immediately. It's annoying me that it won't let me get rid of you from the chat. Do you watch Emma Chamberlain? I cannot make my mind up about Emma Chamberlain. I've started watching her recently and I'm just sort of like, do I like you or not? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like I don't know. I just can't. She's such a mystery to me. Can't suss her out. How do you know Yoan? I guess just mutual friends. He like knew everyone I knew, so I watched his videos and I was like, yes, nice. So, what's a question you always get asked that you wish you didn't, or what's a question you never get asked but wish you did? Interesting. I think a question I get asked a lot that I wish I didn't was just like, how do you know Dodie? Because it just, I don't know, it makes me feel like I feel like it's always well intentioned, but I do feel like a lot of what I have is because of Dodie, and I don't know, but also not because like I work hard on the stuff I make, so it feels kind of like, do people just watch me because I know Dodie? Like, I don't know. But yeah, and like I do sort of sometimes wish that I wasn't asked about my mental health so much, just because it's like really, really personal. And when I do talk about it, I put a lot of thought into like, should I talk about it? Like, I don't know. I like think about it a lot beforehand. But I think now that I do talk about it occasionally, people feel like it's a topic that I'm completely comfortable talking about. So they ask me about it a lot, which is fair enough and like reasonable, and I understand why people think that, but I don't know. But yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any questions that I wish I was asked. I don't know, because if I want to talk about something, I just will. Have you given the zebra behind you a name? Yeah, she's called Debbie. She's always been called Debbie since I was a wee bab. So, how do you pronounce dance? Dance. Your room is cute, but do you have any windows? Yes, I do. Look at that. Mine would be, would you like all of my money? It's funny. It's actually, this is like, I feel like this is an unpopular opinion because when this happens to my friends, they like are not happy about it. But I find it interesting to like, I don't know, it like equal parts annoys me and is fascinating to me when people ask me about like my friendships and my relationships and like sort of like make guesses about my life and stuff. Because like on the one hand, it's kind of invasive and a little bit like, hello, but also it's interesting to know what people think of what I'm putting out there about my, like, do you know what I mean? Like when people are like ask me like, oh, like, are you dating this person? And like, oh, have you fallen out with this? But like, I just always think it's funny because most of the time people are wrong, and it's just like, That's funny that I've put things out there that have made it seem like this is true. I don't know. I just think it's interesting, but most other people just find it annoying. So whoops. Are you starting uni in September? I'm going to study psychology in September. I am starting in September. I'm studying film. Oh my god, why won't it let me block people? You're literally just being racist at this point. That's awful. Report. Hate speech. Yeah. Feelings about David and Liza. I suspected that they might have been broken up, and I was really sad that I was right about it because that video is like heartbreaking. They clearly really love each other. But yeah. If you have the 3 ellipses on the side, it should let you block. Yeah, but it won't. Like, I'm pressing that and it just says report, and that's the only option. I can't get rid of him. It's annoying me. Sad. Should I Google it? YouTube. Won't let me block people. How to block pesky YouTube trolls. Oh, this is an old article. That's not going to be helpful. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything helpful there. I can't unreport you. Just go away. I know how to block people. It's just not letting me do it. The option's gone. Go to the channel. Can I go to the channel? It won't let me like click links of people's channels. Is this the person? Yeah. Found it. Block. Submit. Cool. Well, hopefully you'll stop commenting now. Sorry about that. Can you not click the links? I can't. How are you still commenting? I blocked you. I don't understand. I can go away. Oh, I was on the wrong. Was I on the wrong channel? How? Oh, maybe that's why I can't do it. Yeah, I fixed it. Nice. Put user in timeout. That'll do. Nice. I love that we assumed he was a man. I mean, no comment. Anyway, what were we talking about? Somehow I was logged into, like, on another tab, I was logged into a different account, so it, like, wasn't letting me use all the right features and everything. Whoops. Do you plan on dyeing your hair again anytime soon? I loved the pink. I don't. Just because, like, it makes picking clothes harder. Because yeah, you have to like color coordinate with your hair, and that's annoying. I already have to do that. I've already learned how to do that with this. I can't be bothered. Would you ever get tattoos? Yeah, I'm thinking of getting one on my ankle before I go to uni. I might get like an exclamation mark just to remind me to be more enthusiastic about things and be more positive about things and like let myself have a better time. You know, are you going to Sitsi? Yeah, probably. I haven't bought tickets yet because I'm not sure if I'm gonna need them yet. I don't know, we'll see, but I probably will go. Like I almost definitely will go. So I want to get a new tattoo. Let's get on together. We could. What one? You have like a few now. How many do you have? More importantly, do you plan on saying "listen" more again? I haven't heard it once this live chat, and I'm very disappointed. I haven't said it much recently. I think I'm phasing it out of my vocabulary. Dana, I literally have one. I thought you had two. Okay. Wow. That's me proven wrong. The flower tattoo really suits you, I feel. Thank you, Chris. I kind of disagree. Like, I just feel like it looks a bit intense on me and just like makes me look a bit like, I mean, with my sleeves up, I look like a fucking biker. I mean, I don't at all, but you know what I mean. How do you feel about alcohol? I'm British, so I'm pro alcohol for the most part, but I do feel like this country has quite an unhealthy relationship with it. Did the tattoo hurt? Oh, it's not real. It's fake. It's like a henna thing, and I have a big fat fucking bruise next to it, so that's good. That's what you want. What is your usual drink? If I'm going out to like if I'm at like the pub, then a gin and tonic. But if I'm going to like a party, then I just get like cheap wine. Yikes. Zana Birthday Fest 2K18. Do you mean in December or in thingy in August? What? Have you seen that documentary on Netflix about alcohol? No. No, I haven't. I kind of don't want to, but so basic. Yeah, well, all right. Cheap wine is so dangerous. I agree. I don't know, just Zanifest 2K18. True, this is my year. What? That was disgusting. I hated that. Where did you go in America? I went to Boston, and then I went to name it. Marked your comment as like spam because it had a swear word in it. Why is cheap wine more dangerous? Because it's cheap. You can drink a lot of it, and it's like bad. But I held that one for review as well because it looked like spam. You just shouldn't be here, Neve. I feel like I was going to answer something and then I forgot what it was. Is WKD bad? I mean, it's for children, but favorite cocktail. I feel weird talking about alcohol like this, but I like strawberry daiquiris. How do you like clubbing? I often feel like clubbing is a painfully uncomfortable breeding ritual. I haven't been that many times, but I don't really enjoy it. Like, I don't know. I wanted to enjoy it. It depends who you're with, but when did you start drinking? I think I started when I was 15. But at my school that was considered very late. I was like not cool. So I'm gonna go back up. I feel like there was a question I was gonna answer. Opinions on Blade Runner. I don't really. I feel like everyone glosses over the fact that there's like basically a rape scene in the original one, and I'm like not a fan. But go off, I guess. What do you think is a normal age for a person to get drunk for the first time? The age at which they are comfortable and mature enough to be responsible to do it. I think it varies person to person. How did you get such intricate henna? It came in, like, a bottle with, like, a really fine nib that you just, like, squeeze out, and my friend, like, um we had this thing where you, like, draw out the design and then, like, print it onto your skin and then do the henna over the top of it, so what about Gossip Girl? That Chuck guy almost raped, like, 3 women in the first episode. Yeah, I struggled with season 1 of Gossip Girl, but I ended up really like, it's annoying because, like, it's a fictional character, so I feel like in real life, like, if I met a Chuck type of person, that's not something that I would ever forgive of a person, but because he's fictional, they can obviously, like, change him into a different person and make him better, so I do feel like he redeems himself, but it's such a weird thing to put in there because in real life, I don't think that people should be that quick to, like, forgive that type of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but, yeah. Do you think the minimum alcohol age should be lowered? Everyone is underage drinking anyway. Yeah, maybe. I feel like it wouldn't be such a, like, novelty if it was legal and, like, people might do it less because I feel like a big part of the appeal when you're underage is like, "Oh, wow, like, oh, we're so cool." And also, um, uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I feel like it's good to learn to drink responsibly when you're still living with, like, people who are gonna look out for you, like 'cause, like, when I first started drinking, like, obviously I still lived with my family, so, like, someone was waiting for me to come home and, like, someone could come pick me up if I, like, was ill or, like I don't know. What do your parents think of your YouTube? My dad's finds it very encouraging. Um, he's, like, an editor and everything, so, like, I think he's, happy that I'm making stuff. Um, and yeah, my mum I think she's come around to it. Um, 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 do you like baking? I'm bad at it. Like, I enjoy it, but, like, only really in the beginning bits, and then when it all goes wrong, I'm just like, "Why am I incompetent?" Did you ever try to be cool in school? I literally spent every day trying to be cool, it was such a waste of time. I don't know. I think I was, like, one of those kids that was, like, in the middle ground, like, I wasn't, like, hideously uncool, but I wasn't one of the cool kids. So I think I don't know. I don't know. I think it fluctuated, but I think I might have just been too self-centered to care about my position in the social hierarchy, like, I was too sort of, like, concerned with, like, "Oh," like, I just considered myself to be, like, a victim of my situation and, like, felt like I was having a very hard time, so I thought about that a lot more than I thought about, like, "Am I cool?" I was just sort of like, "But am I a victim though?" Which is gross. Um, how long have you been streaming? For an hour and a half. Mhm, What is the benefit of talking to strangers on YouTube? Just wondering. As in, like, why do I do these? Or, like, I don't know. Um, did you move schools for sixth form, or did your school carry on from 7 to 13? Yeah, I stayed at my school for sixth form, so, um, does the social hierarchy from secondary school continue into sixth form? Yeah, I mean, it did for me. It definitely shifted, but it was, like, similar. Um, do you ever feel like you get on with an older social group? Because I like conversations with teachers more than a lot of people my age. Yeah, sometimes. I think, I was surrounded by a lot of adults when I was younger because my mom had a lot of, like, older friends when I was young, so I think I'm pretty alright with, like, socializing with people older than me. But I don't know. I mean, psychologically, does it have any benefits? But what do you mean, like, when you say talking to strangers from the internet, do you mean doing these live streams or, like, literally just talking to like, messaging people? Like, what do you mean? Do you want to move out? I am moving out in September, so yes. Um, should I try harder to reach out to my friend that's been ignoring me or just give up? I know she's not doing very well. If you know she's not doing very well, then just, like, reach out to her in a way that's like, "Hey, I'm reaching out to you because I'm concerned about you and I love you, but also if you need alone time, then, like, that's fine, but I just wanted to make sure that you're okay and that you like, if you need me, I'm here," type of a thing, I would say. Yes, doing live streams. Yeah, I mean, I like doing them because it's nice to like, when I make videos, getting comments back, it just there's something about it that, like, I can't quite wrap my head around the idea that they're, like, people, like, I feel like there's a disconnect there, and it's hard for me to, like, take it in properly, so I like doing these because it feels more like there are real people here, and it just makes me feel a bit more like, okay, like, people are, like, watching. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, um, are you feeling ready to move out? I don't have somewhere to live yet, so in that sense, no, but I'm ready to not like I'm ready to move out. Um, I think I'm just like I feel like I've sort of like coming back from America, I had the best time and I was so like jazzed to be doing something like new and different and like cool and like just like pushing myself to do something a little bit scary because I didn't know anyone there really. I just sort of like went. Um and it was so fun. And then I came back here and like I went to a party which was really fun. And then when I got back, like I think mostly just today I've been sitting around and I'm sort of like, I think I've outgrown this part of my life. Like I think I'm ready to move on now. So yeah, I'm ready to move out. Um, and like my family's very I don't really see very much of my family. Like there have been days where like everyone's been in all day and I haven't seen anyone till like 6 p.m. So like I don't really see very much of them. And I do feel like I've been like semi-independent for a while now. Obviously not fully independent, but like semi. So I'm ready to try the whole hog. Will you be living alone or with friends? I will be living with strangers. I'm getting a house share with strangers, so that'll be interesting. Um, what's the scariest thing about turning 18? I'm kind of shitting myself. I didn't find. What are you worried about? Because I was not worried. um, when are you moving out? Won't you be living in halls? Nope. I found out like 2 days ago that I did not get a place in halls. I applied and I didn't get it. So I'm looking for a house share now, which I'm sad about, but it'll be fine. Mm, yikes. Um, yeah, I'm 17 and ready to move out. So like, what? I mean, if you can move out, then like do it. But I also felt like I was ready to move out at 17, and I feel like I might not have been. So like, I don't know. Just make sure that that's really what you're ready for. Like, are you thinking like, do you need more like independence? Like, do you need like just a little bit more like excitement in your life? Like, is there a way that you could simulate moving out? I don't know. How much does it even cost to exist in the adult world? Depends where you live, but like a lot. um, I feel like being a proper adult is scary. Like responsibilities, like voting and taking control of my life. Yeah, but everyone has to. So like you'll figure it out. Like we're all fine. We're all in this together. You'll be okay. How much of a tea drinker are you? Yeah, I mean, I only really drink like black tea, so I'm not like a variety tea drinker, but I drink a lot of tea. Um, um, Feelings on the Irish abortion referendum. Yes, I'm so happy that it was repealed. That was good. As in tea, no milk. Oh god, no. With milk for sure. My friend that I stayed with in Boston had her friend from college staying with her, and he's from San Francisco, and he was very, very Californian, and I was just living for it. Like, he would say stuff like, "Oh, for sure," and like, "Oh, awesome. Oh, absolutely." And I was like, "I love you." I was just like, it was great. I was a fan. What's your favorite High School Musical? 2, High School Musical 2. It's the best one. It's a cinematic masterpiece. How are you so mature at this age? I'm 6 years older than you, and I aspire to reach your level of emotional maturity. Thank you for thinking I'm emotionally mature, but I guess trauma is why. I've just like spent my whole life having to like get over things, so that's probably where that came from. I feel like I probably come across as a lot more mature than I am, though. Um, do you have a job other than YouTube? Nope. I work hard on my channel, and that is where I make my money. To be fair, I don't make very much money, but it's fine because I live at home, so it's all good. Yeah. Did I tweet the link to this? Yes. Cool. Um, Thanks, it's the trauma. Yeah, true. Bye, Phil. Have a good night. Do you want to sing for us? I don't know. I haven't sung very much recently. If you have any song suggestions, I can try, but my voice might be a bit like what. Um, Interesting. How did you overcome these traumas in your life? Um, Depends which one. I don't know. Probably haven't as much as I should have done. I should really be in therapy. But just like I don't know. I don't know. That's too broad of a question. I can't think of anything like helpful to say. Um, do you feel like you've changed a lot over the last few years? Yes. If you How long have you guys been watching my videos? Like, obviously you're all gonna have different answers to this, but like, let me know because feel like I feel very different. Even in the last year, I feel very different. What's stopping you from starting therapy? That's a good question. Just the process of getting there. And like, yeah, I don't know. I should really sort that out. I really should. Oh wow, you've all been watching a while. So do you think I've changed? Um, yeah. Do you dislike all of your music now out of interest? Um, yeah. um, I think you've grown in the best possible way. Thank you. You seem happier. I am. I am happier. Um, I think you've changed for the better if you let me say so. Thank you. I agree. You seem more confident and comfortable with yourself. Yay. Yeah. See, yeah, I do feel like I've put a lot of work into being better, and I feel like I am. And like I look quite different. Different? Same. Different? I look different, which makes it easier to feel different. And I feel like I act different. And like, I don't know, I feel very different. But yeah. What is it you don't like about your music, if you don't mind me asking? Um, all of it. I don't know. I think it's just the lyrics are a bit I don't know. And like, they just sound very like homemade. Yeah, I don't know. From what I can see, you seem happier nowadays. You were very good at expressing sadness before, though. I can't judge any of the past versions of yourself. That's interesting. I was I think yeah, I'm pretty good at expressing sadness. Um, yeah, I don't know. I am happier nowadays, though. I like the last year of my life has been maybe the only good one, so the comments on your videos go very in-depth compared to any other YouTubers I watch. Has anyone else noticed that as well? Interesting. I haven't noticed that. Hmm. Um, do you feel like YouTube comments give you confidence and happiness? You're clutching that water like it's single-handedly keeping you alive. I'm sorry, I just like having something to hold on to. It's nice. I feel YouTube comments, interesting question. I do read all of them and I do take them all on board. And I appreciate all of them, but I don't think that they make me feel any better about myself. Like if I upload a video that I don't like, which I don't really do, because if I don't like a video, then I'm not going to upload it. But like sometimes I'm like, oh, this video is kind of mediocre, or like whatever. If someone comments something really nice about it, I really appreciate it, and I'm really glad that they liked it. And it's like, oh, that's nice that someone liked it, but it doesn't make me like the video, and it doesn't make me like myself. If that makes sense, it makes me happy that they liked it, but it doesn't change my opinion on it. Do you know what I mean? Do you think going through all the sadness is what made you mature or maturer? Yeah, probably. Just because, like, yeah. I don't know though. I'm not an expert in any of these things. I don't know. I really need to cut my hair. It's getting long. Do you ever wonder what would have been if you never joined YouTube? Like how you would be, or what other opportunities may or may not have come up? I don't think about it much, because YouTube feels like a very like core part of my life and has been for a long time. But now that I think about it, I think I'd probably be a really bad person if I didn't start doing YouTube, just because like the people I know through YouTube have taught me so much. And I think I owe a lot of like, yeah, I don't know what I would be without all of them. Oh, yeah. I think if I hadn't met any of the people I know on YouTube now, then like my life would be incredibly different, and I wouldn't be the person that I am. I'd be rubbish. Um, were you judged for YouTube at school? Um, Maybe. I wasn't openly judged about it. Like there was this one time in sixth form, I mentioned this earlier, but like this group of guys were like drunk and came to my house and like yelled up at my window like, "Oh, Zana, come downstairs. I want a photo with my favorite YouTuber," and were like making fun of my YouTube channel and like were just like mean. So I went and hid in the kitchen until they left. Lol. But mostly if people brought it up at school, they were just like nice about it. They might have been joking, but I don't care. Did you find it strange being friends with older YouTubers when you were in school? Yeah, a little bit. I was always just worried that they would think of me as like a child, which realistically they probably should have done because I was a child. But like, I think it was like Tessa especially. Like she'd come down to London and like we'd hang out, and she'd be like, "So how are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, exams." And she was like 27, and I was just there like, actually, how old is she? Google that. I keep forgetting that's really bad. Tessa Violet age 28. Yeah, so she was like 27. She's okay. Yeah, got it. Cool. Do you stay in touch with old friends? Not many of them, but some of them. What do you think you'll do after YouTube? I want to be a filmmaker, so I guess I'll figure that out at uni. Don't know. Don't know. 28. I thought she was like 23. Nope, she's 28. But she's a young spirit. How do you recognize you're in a toxic friendship? If you think it might be toxic, that's a good sign that it is. For me, most of my toxic friendships are like I think about them all the time, and like if I put anything like up anywhere, I'm just like waiting for them to respond to it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's usually a sign that something's getting unhealthy for me. Um um Bye, Chris. Have a good early start tomorrow. Are you open about your asexuality with new people? What reactions have you gotten? I mean, if people ask me about it, then I say, but also okay, here's the thing though. I still don't know if I am asexual. Like I said in that video, I don't know if I actually am asexual. This is just like the interesting. I don't know what that is. I was like, yeah, this is just like the I've got sent like a memory by iCloud. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, I said in that video, I'm not sure. Right now, this is what I'm identifying with, but like maybe in future I won't be. I don't know. I don't know. But like I made it mostly as like I feel like most people don't know what asexuality is, which is why I made the video. It wasn't like a coming out video. It was meant to just be like, here's this thing that people don't know about that's sort of part of my life right now, kind of in some capacity. But like yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm asexual. Like I'm still, I don't know, but yeah, some people have. I'm not like secretive about it. Like I mentioned it to. I think that the most interesting reaction I've gotten was my friend's boyfriend was like, "Oh, you must get so much done," and I was like, "Okay," and he was like, "Yeah, I just feel like all of my motivations are just like sex. Like that's all I ever think about. Like you must be so productive," and I was like, "Wow, bye." Like, oof. Do you find it weird that so many people know a lot about you? I don't think that a lot of people know a lot about me. I think there's there's a lot that people don't know. There's a lot that I don't put on YouTube. I don't know. I do find it weird that there are a lot of people who assume to know a lot about me. That's odd. That's interesting. But yeah. When is this live stream going to end? Maybe in like 5 minutes, because then that'll have been 2 hours, right? Yeah. Are some of your friends also ace? Yeah, I think I know a few people. I'm not going to name them, but what is your favorite movie? Scream. It's a good movie. Have you ever been recognized in public? Yeah, it happens occasionally, from time to time. Someone saw me in Tesco the other day. So, yeah, I sometimes get recognized. It's usually fine though. Like people are just sort of like, "Oh, hey." I had one person they recognized me in like a pizza place, and I noticed right as they came in that they had recognized me. They didn't say anything until they were leaving, but they came and like sat on the table next to me, and I kept seeing them look at me. And they didn't say anything until they were leaving. And I was like, I've just been like watched for my whole meal. And I was out to dinner with my family once, and at the end of the meal, the table next to me, one of them came over and was like, "Excuse me, my like niece says that you're a YouTuber," and I was like, "Yes, I am." And they were like, "Cool, can she have a photo?" And I was like, "Fine, that's great, cool." But it was like, oh, I've been watched for my whole meal. Like, it's always fine. It's just a weird sensation to be like, just to know that someone's been noticing you in public when you like were not aware of it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that like makes sense, but I always find it weirder when people don't say hello to me and they just sort of like tell me afterwards that they just like saw me and like, I don't know. Do you want to be famous? No. I don't think it's a bad thing to want to be famous at all. Like that's not me being like, oh, no. Um, I don't want to be famous. I think people just don't want to disturb me. No, I know. I'm not like criticizing those people at all. Like, because I wouldn't say anything if I recognized someone either. But like, it's just a weird, like, I don't know. It's just weird. It could like, I don't know. Do you know the band Everything Everything? Yes, I do. It's a good band. Is it okay to come over and chat if we recognize you? Any no-goes other than spying on you while you eat? No, that's fine. Yeah, like it's always fine when people come up to me. Like it's always fine and like um yeah. Yeah, come chat. Like the only experience I've had where I was like I kind of wish that hadn't happened or they hadn't do you know what I mean? Like I kind of that made me uncomfortable was at Sitsi once. Actually, no, there's two. One person ran up to me, took a photo, and just ran off again, and I was like, "Hello," um, which like I'm completely happy to take pictures with people, but like just running up to me and not talking to me, not saying anything, taking a picture of me and running off again is such an odd thing to do. Um, and also, there was one person who told me that they shipped themselves with me and then gave me a hug, and I was like, hmm, nice to meet you. Like, I don't know. Um, um, are you okay if people ask you for a picture, etc.? Some people get annoyed by it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, it's literally fine. Um, it's completely fine as long as you like treat me like a person. Like, it's just the people who are like, who like see me. It like the person who ran up to me and took a photo and ran away. It just feels like they see me more as like an entertainment thing rather than a person. Like, it's really really flattering to have people like want to talk to me and like people who like the stuff I make and want to talk to me because they like the things I make. That's so nice. That's so nice. But people who treat it in a way, I don't know, just some like occasionally it feels a little bit like yikes. But but yeah, would you consider yourself a chill person or do you worry a lot? That's a hard question. I think I think a lot. I don't worry a lot, but I overthink a lot. But I don't worry about it. I just think about it a lot. So um um I just saw Zebra Debbie move. No, you didn't. Aren't you the person that earlier that said you were high? um are you any good at art? That's actually what I want my next video to be about. So you'll see. Um Any really good viewer encounters? I mean, all of them are nice. Uh, oh, actually, yeah, I was I was in like central London with my dad, and we were walking through Soho, and we walked past this like gay bar, and there was a really long line, and this like really tall, like skinny, flamboyant gay guy like jumped out and was like, "Oh my god, are you not just blonde? Can I have a photo?" And my dad looked like just the look on his face was so funny. So I was like, "Yeah, sure," and like took a photo, and he was like, "What?" Like my dad was so baffled. Um, so yeah, that was funny. What's your dad's name? Sam. Do you like that you overthink? No. Although I do feel like because I don't worry about it, it's just sort of thinking. Like I'm usually sort of prepared for things. Um, how do you pronounce zebra? Zebra. As zebra. Do you have a middle name? Yes, I do. It's Lucy. When you came to Australia, did you meet anyone? I saw that you tweeted about a meetup and then deleted it. Yeah, I was gonna do a meetup, but then like it just got really like because I didn't know the area very well. I just sort of felt weird about it. Like it's one thing to do it in like a controlled environment like Sitsi, or like to have it in London where I like know where I'm going and like I know like I'm near home and everything. I don't know. I just felt a bit sort of like not. not super, like, safe and comfortable with it, so I decided to not do it. So yeah. Are you dating someone right now? Nope, I am not. Imagine. Oh, what a dream. No, not really, I like being on my own. Um, who inspires you the most in life? That's an interesting question. I mean, different people inspire me for different things, like yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Tessa inspires me a lot just for, like, her, like, emotional intelligence, like, I feel like I've always really looked up to her for that, and, like, she inspires me. Dodie inspires me because she's just, like, an incredible success story, and so is Maisie. She really inspires me. My friend Taha inspires me because he's really, really intelligent and, like, just, like, the way he just, like, finesses life is just, like, absolutely astounding to me. He can do anything. My friend Ewan inspires me because he's just, like, amazing at what he does and, like, just sick filmmaker. Um, um, who else? It's got more than that. Kimbra inspires me because she's incredibly talented. Um, yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm inspired by lots of people in lots of different ways. Have you heard Tessa's B-sides? They're so good. No, I haven't. I have heard her album though. So there's that. Um, have you ever had an emo phase? I had a fake emo phase where I, like, changed my desktop background to, like, a picture of SpongeBob with emo hair, and I was like, "I'm emo now." Um, yeah, but no, I didn't have, like, a full emo phase. Um, Itsume Milio inspires me as well because he's one of a kind. Is Tessa's new album released? No, not yet, but I've heard it. It's coming out next month, I think. Could be wrong about that. Do you think oversharing is an issue? Some of the things Dodie has said has kind of bothered me. Yeah, I mean, have you seen her video talking about it? Because I sent her a whole long message that she read out in the video. So, what do you think about the questions you get on Tumblr? Some of them are really like, most of them are fine, but a lot of them are. I get asked for like really serious life advice, and it just sort of stresses me out because I'm like, that's a lot. Like, ah, and some of them are really like invasive, but mostly they're fine. It's past the time that I said that I should go, so I'll go in a sec. Any final questions before I go? Who's Tessa and what does she have to do with the zebra? Tessa Violet, she's a YouTuber and a musician, and she has nothing to do with the zebra. How do you feel about going to uni? Good. I'm excited for it. It's good. What was the first video you uploaded to YouTube? It was like a video of me teaching you how to eat an Oreo in the correct way because twist it, lick it, dunk it really annoyed me. Would you rather be called a soft person or a warm person? Like as like a personality thing or like as a physical thing? Because I guess warm for both, I guess. How long is your uni course and will you still do YouTube? It's 3 years and like yes, but not in the same way that I've been doing it recently. Can you greet me? It would be so awesome. Hi, Kat. What is your favorite crisp dip combo? Cool original, like Cool Ranch. What's it called? I don't know. Doritos with just the regular like. I'm Gonna go. Cool. Bye. Ah.